Hey guys, Coach Pav here. Just real quick, doing a demo of the mobility you guys should be doing every day. It's only a 12-minute routine, so not a lot of time. You can read, you can be listening to music, you could be listening to, class notes, anything. Make this 12 minutes more than just stretching. Get some other stuff done. And I would recommend trying to do it at the same time. So maybe you do it right after practice with the same group of people, or maybe you do it before you brush your teeth, after you brush your teeth. If you habit stack, if you add this mobility routine to a part of your life with another activity that you already do consistently, like brushing your teeth, you're not going to not brush your teeth. And so if you start stretching right before you brush your teeth, it's going to become this routine of mobility, brush your teeth. And so things that you already automatically do, pair that with this routine and you'll be good about it. And doing 12 minutes of stretching a day times the next couple of months of the season, and maybe you continue it afterwards, it's going to make a big difference in how you feel coming into practice and the positions you can hit, which is really important in throwing, really, and in all sports. So real quick, just demoing. First thing is puppy dog. So 2 minutes of this, 2 minutes of puppy dog. So come down on your hands and knees, and let yourself bring your hips, sink your hips down, arms out and extended, fingers should be open, and you're looking to pull your head through in between your shoulders. So I'm feeling this in my upper back, primarily my upper back, but also my hips. So as I sink my hips down, I'm also getting a stretch inside my hips. So 2 minutes of that. So I'm going to demo from the side here as well. So sinking my hips down, and then from here I pull my head down. All right. So that's puppy dog. Then we're doing 2 minutes of couch stretch. So this one's challenging. So now we're doing 2 minutes of couch stretch. So for this one, I'd recommend finding a pillow or a yoga mat or a blanket or something to put under your knee, because it's not exactly the most comfortable stretch, but it's quite effective. So 2 minutes each side. So I'm gonna get my ankle flipped over like this, putting my knee as close to the wall as I can, that I can handle. Then I'm gonna pop up into this lunge position here, and I'm looking to get this hip through, and this leg here should be around 90 degrees. And so this isn't the most comfortable thing, but let me tell you, it's going to open you up a lot. So it's a good one. So 2 minutes each side of this couch stretch. Okay, the next is overhead tricep. So 1 minute each side. So what we're looking to do is get our elbow up onto the wall. So we're finding big stretch in our tricep, and as you saw, and I'm going to go again, I'm trying to bring that opposite leg back to really allow my body to sink into the stretch. Don't let your back bend too much. The emphasis is on the tricep, and so keeping a straight body line for the most part, except for up here where you're trying to let kind of your whole body sink in. So you've got your arm bending back this way, and then the rest of your body should be straight from here down. So we can see that here. So I'm going to get my tricep, so my body line is pretty straight, except for here where I'm hinging in. So that's 1 minute each side. Holding for the tricep, overhead tricep. All right, next is bottom of the squat for 2 minutes. And so this is another good one for your hips and your ankles. So try to find that squat stance. For some of you, that's going to have more toe out. For some of you, that might be toes pretty straight. So just experiment with that. But what you're looking to do is come down into the squat. Elbows should push against your knees a little bit. You're trying to find a nice upright position. Some of you, this will be easier than others. So if it is easier, widen your stance and try to point your toes in more. But my hips are below my knee joint here, and I'm getting a nice stretch in my hips and my ankles. So hold this for 2 minutes. Now this is going to be a challenge for some of you, so feel free to do 30 seconds, come up, shake your legs out, and if it's really a challenge, go ahead and do it against the wall. So that's going to help alleviate some of that difficulty, and you'll still get a good stretch. It's just going to support you a little more if that's a struggle, and I had to do that for some time, so no shame in that. And then finally, you're going to end with 2 minutes of your classic hamstring stretch. And so just find the ground, legs out front, and you're reaching for your toes. If you can, grab hold of your toes and hold them 2 minutes. If you can't, reach around and hold the inside of your foot. You're looking to get a good stretch in your hamstrings. And again, as you're doing this, if you need to break up, think of it as accumulate that much time. So if you can hold the stretch for 2 minutes, great. If you can't, do a minute, and then give yourself 15 seconds, and then do the other minute. But really recommend you find a consistent time to do this every day. That way you stick with it, and I promise it will yield significant dividends in your throwing and any other sports and stuff you're doing. You're just going to feel better. It makes a difference. And mobility that you can develop earlier on in life, if you practice it, you can sustain it longer. And so as you get older, I'm 25, but my mobility is a journey, and I wish I would have focused more on it when I was younger, when flexibility would come easier. And so just my encouragement to you guys is, hey, if you aren't already, start now, and it'll pay off.